It's the beginning of the end for LeBron James. His 3 decades of falling short of the greatness of the real great one, Michael Jordan. His 3 decades of destroying the NBA. His 22-year NBA career is rapidly coming to an end. Maybe he signs with another team next season. Maybe he's traded this year, but I doubt it. I know one thing for certain. The Los Angeles Lakers, they are clearly done with LeBron James. Now, I'm sure most fans of the Lakers are absolutely thrilled. I know for damn sure most NBA fans will be celebrating once LeBron finally retires. But for the first time since he has been with the Lakers, there is a clear path to the end of LeBron's journey. Headline at the New York Post: Luka Doncic flashy Lakers dinner fuels growing LeBron James tension. There is plenty of tension right now between LeBron James and the Lakers. As is often the case, it wasn't a major controversy that caused the tension. It's a consistent pattern of small things that eventually turned into a major problem. Back in May, the soon-to-be-fired Rob Pelinka and J.J. Redick, they had dinner with the face of the franchise. Now, for the first time in his career, the face of the franchise was not LeBron James. This dinner was with Luka Doncic to discuss the future of the Lakers. This week, the Lakers signed DeAndre Ayton. Now, this was not their first choice. They originally wanted Brook Lopez, but he refused to sign with the Lakers because he was uncertain about the future of LeBron James. It has been 2, maybe 3 days now since DeAndre Ayton arrived in Los Angeles. Guess who he hasn't heard from? Guess who hasn't contacted him in the last 48, 72 hours to welcome him to the team? LeBron James. Hell, I doubt LeBron was even consulted when the Lakers were looking for a center. But as it turns out, that was not the only major decision where LeBron's input was not requested. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the main channels in the description below. Recently, the Buzz family, they sold their ownership stake to Mark Walter. As the sale was being finalized, ownership gave Luka Doncic a heads up. They notified the dude that never asked to be there. They notified the dude that's been with the team for 5 or 6 months. Guess when LeBron James found out that the Lakers were being sold? About the same time as the rest of us. It is abundantly clear at this point the Lakers are ready to move on from LeBron James. I highly doubt Mark Walter is celebrating the fact that he's got to give $53 million this season to a soon-to-be 41-year-old who is literally on the 18th green of his NBA career. LeBron is 1 putt away from retirement. Remember when Luka was traded and how LeBron claimed that he wanted Luka to step in and be the face of the franchise? I'm old, I'm tired, I'm ready to pass the torch to the next generation. You guys remember that? Originally, I think the Lakers wanted this to be Anthony Davis. Tony! They wanted Tony to step up and be the leader of the team. Of course, the Lakers quickly found out what those of us in New Orleans already knew. Number 1, you can't depend on Anthony Davis, and number 2, he's not capable of being a leader. But when they traded for Luka, LeBron was supposedly willing to pass the torch. But for some reason, his actions aren't matching his words. I know. Shocker. LeBron is reacting in his usual passive-aggressive ways. Earlier this week, he was back home in Ohio and he was teasing a return to playing for the Cavs. Me personally, I think LeBron James is pissed off that he is being cast aside. I would imagine he feels disrespected, but what the hell did you expect? You've won 2 playoff games in the last 2 years. You started playing in the NBA before some of these dudes were even born. The Lakers have bent over backwards to appease LeBron James. They drafted his son. They overpaid millions of dollars for a kid who's barely qualified to play in the G League. And what do they get in return for their generosity? LeBron James potentially throwing a temper tantrum on his way out. There is no denying the fact that LeBron James, one of the greatest players in the history of this league, he delivered a championship to the Lakers, even though most people put an asterisk on it. He delivered a championship to Cleveland, a city that hadn't seen a title in decades. Hell, I think Herbie Hoover was president the last time the mistake by the Lake had won a championship. There is no doubt LeBron James has had a decorated career, but there is a gigantic stain on his legacy that will never be removed. Before LeBron, every face of the NBA was responsible for elevating the league. Magic and Bird, Jordan, Kobe. LeBron James, he's going to be the first face of the NBA to leave the league in worse shape than it was in when he was drafted. Well, that's bullshit. The NBA just received $76 billion from the networks. LeBron has made this league a huge success. Oh, yeah? Go ask NBA owners how player empowerment worked out. They had to implement this ridiculous salary structure to prevent players from having all the power. I know this might be surprising, but most NBA players, they don't know shit about fuck when it comes to the business of basketball. Over the last few years, ratings have been in the pooper. The regular season is absolutely meaningless. The All-Star game is an annual embarrassment. Players are making more money than ever and wanting to play fewer games. To make matters worse, the casual fan base, which is the fan base that the NBA relies on, the casual fan base has all but disappeared, especially during the regular season. All because LeBron wanted to play with his butt buddies. All because LeBron wanted to take power away from the billionaires and give it to millionaires who had no idea what the hell they were doing. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys later.